Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tibor and I do have a finance channel if that's what you were subscribed for. Check out that channel in the description below. This video is about the Mavic Mini combo. I had it for about a year now and I want to tell you a real world review of what it's like to live with a small drone under 250 grams. Before I do that though, for those of you who have been a long-time subscriber right from day one, you know that my channel was named G-Butter, which stands for Good, Bad, Ugly Tech Reviews. So I'll start with that. So the good. The good is that you can basically put this in your pocket, put that in your pocket, fold it up nice and neat, and go wherever you want. Not necessarily planning to do drone footage, but then you can take it out of your pocket and go. You can even take the 3 batteries and put it in another pocket. That's the good. The bad, if you go too high, you could get into a flyaway situation because it is a very light drone. So if you get anything over probably 25-mile-an-hour winds, even probably I'd say if you're hitting the 20s, you should think twice before flying up. Really know the direction of the wind and start out so that if it does start blowing away, it'll blow away towards you. You can come down and land it safely. The ugly. Now this is kind of annoying, but I'm sure it happens with most drones. However, coming to the DJI Mavic Mini, most people come to the Mini because they want to be able to do just what I said in the good version, is just, take it out of your pocket, fire it up and fly. However, it's not that straightforward. So the ugly in this, I would say, is if your firmware is not up to date and you're out in the wilderness, it might not let you fly unless you download the update, and that would take data. And so now you can't fly. Another way that you can't fly is if you're near an airport and you didn't know. The Mavic Mini, I would have thought that you could fly anywhere because it weighs as little as a small bird. I would not recommend flying near airports, but if you're within 5 kilometers of an airport and you want to do just some low flying footage, you can't do that now because you need permission through either the app or through their website, and that can take data or extra time that you don't have because you want to maybe get a quick shot. So if you do fire it up quickly enough, it does give you about 90 seconds of flight time before it auto lands. That's the ugly. So now, it's a great drone, don't get me wrong. All the big YouTuber reviews, they'll all tell you it's a great, capable little drone, 2.7K footage. The second gen has 4K footage, which is amazing. So yeah, definitely, if you're in the market for a drone anyway, I would start with the Mini because it's not that expensive. I mean, it is a few $100s, but compared to other drones that can be in the thousands, it's a great little drone. So that's a summary. Great drone, however, it's not as impulsive as I would like it to be, so you can't just on impulse start flying it. Those of you who just want it quick and dirty, you can log off. Those of you who want to stay, I would encourage you to hit the subscribe and like button to push this video out for more people who want to know what it's like in the real world to have a drone. I should also talk about the carrying case. So it's called a carrying case, however, I wouldn't necessarily call it that in my own real life experience of this. Like I said, I like putting these in my pocket. However, I don't mind calling it a storage case. It's a great case, and something I didn't realize right away is that you can actually store the remote with the joysticks installed, because there is just enough room here. You can kind of see, if I can move it, I have indents where they are. But this thing prevents the box from closing so tight that it'll break or damage the joysticks. So that's kind of a nice feature, but everything you need fits in here. And if you're traveling, then yes, definitely a carrying case. But for everyday use, I like putting everything in my pocket. The app is pretty good. Open the DJI Fly app. Oh, it tells me where I flew last, which is nice. It's a pretty good app. I really like it. You have your settings and everything. I don't like the version 2, the Gen 2 remote, because it's so large. I do like how you place your phone at the top as opposed to this. I don't like this setup down here, but I do appreciate how small it folds into. Just to let you know, it does have amazing battery life. I don't remember the last time I charged it. I want to say like 6 months ago or more. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't go out that much flying, but yeah, great battery life. So if I turn my phone off, I can show you just how small this thing can get. So you fold the antennas in, and you can even take off the joysticks, but you don't need to really, because when you fold this thing down, man, it's compact. So put that there. That's another thing I should mention. It's kind of annoying that you can't put your phone in here with a case on. Phones are very slippery these days, and I've come very close to dropping my phone trying to put it in or take it out of the case. I may have actually dropped it. I don't remember. But yeah, it gets really small. So this is an iPhone 11 and it's bigger than the remote. It's actually, I don't know if it's bigger than the drone itself, but this drone is also tiny. It will fit into your pocket. Same with the battery bank. And I should tell you, the battery charger there, it can charge your phone. So if you're out of juice on your phone, just plug it into your phone and away you go. Let's see how big this drone is. It can almost hide behind my iPhone 11. So that's not even the big iPhone. That's just the medium iPhone. Yeah, so it's tiny, I'm telling you. All these things will fit in your pockets if you have a bunch of pockets. And I do that. I actually, for my walk today, I had this attached in my jacket pocket on one side. I had the drone in another pocket, and I had my big iPhone 12 Pro Max in another pocket. So you can take all your things. It's great. So the dream is, the ideal when you think of getting a drone and you do all your research is, you just want to be able to fly it, get some great footage and bring it back, put up on YouTube, or just even have some nice personal video that you can enjoy later. And sometimes it does work that way, don't get me wrong, but would I recommend a drone for the average person who, just maybe wants to play around? No, I would definitely not recommend any drone for the average person. Now, if you're a video creator, like YouTube or even Instagram, Facebook, and that kind of thing, I would recommend it. However, I do have a however. And the however is, it's not as out of the box, straightforward flying as you would think. Now, it is very easy to fly. So, this drone, for a drone, is top notch. It does not feel like a toy. It is a very high quality drone. So let me just put that out there. The however is more so the real world situation. So you have this dream, this ideal situation in your mind that, you'll just take it out and fly. Well, that's not really the case. Like I already mentioned before, you do require planning. So you need to know, is there an airport nearby? Do you have firmware that you need to download before you go? Do you have to charge the remote, because the remote doesn't have removable batteries? And just make sure that you have the 3 batteries charged and ready to go. And there's a little bit of planning involved. Know your zone where you're going. Is it an airport zone, or is it even like a low altitude zone? Because there's different kind of zones. So do your research before that. And another thing is, you can't just fly unplanned. So this morning I went for a walk thinking I would get some footage of a trail that says no trespassing. But, I could Google map it, and I should have Google mapped it to see where it leads. Does it lead over a body of water, open fields where the winds might be too high? But even on my walk, I was taking a panorama shot with my phone, and my phone was catching wind and was vibrating. So I knew right then and there I would not even try flying this thing because it would get blown away. You need to plan not only weather, area, batteries, firmware, all that stuff. You also need to plan out your flight. You need to know like what angles you want, how high you want to go, all that stuff before you actually put it up in the air. Overall, I would rate this a 5-star review for drones. I'm just talking about the real world. So don't go out buying a Mavic Mini if you think you can just whip it out at any time and just fly, because you'll be disappointed. That's how I approached it, and I was very disappointed the first I'd say a few months. And even now, sometimes I go for walks and then I realize it's super windy and I brought the drone for nothing. Or sometimes I wish I had the drone in my pocket. So it's not a bad idea, if you have the room, to always take it with you. If you're a creator or you just want great footage for personal use, it is definitely a great drone. Would I recommend this? Yes and no. So if you're a creator, again, yes, hands down, this is definitely the best beginner drone that I think is on the market, because I know there are other drones that are probably as good, but this has the name behind it. DJI has a lot of products, a lot of support, and it's a known name. It's got a reputation. But you do your own research and see if maybe there's a cheaper and better version for you. I know there are competitors that are pretty good. I just haven't tried them personally. There's a lot of little tips and tricks I post, so do subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. So until the next one, thanks for watching. Peace.